evening, everyone, and welcome to Wilson High School for the academic recognition ceremony. At this time, I would like to welcome the Wilson Junior ROTC to post the colors. Just finalizing their preparations back there in the back. Those that are able, could you please stand as Wilson Junior ROTC presents the colors.
Time, vote. Detail, vote. Left, face. Sir, request permission to post colors.
Post colors.
Thank you, sir. Post colors. Right, face. Mark time, march. Forward, march.
Thank you. You may be seated. My name is Trickett, the high school principal, and again, I would like to welcome you tonight to our ceremony. Tonight, our staff and friends of the school district will honor 85 students with nearly 100 awards. These awards will showcase both academic and curricular strengths, as well as the social responsiveness of those receiving awards and the student body as a whole. To the students that are here this evening, thank you for committing yourself to achieving excellence in your respective curricular and service areas. Your achievements, as well as how you carry yourselves, As an ambassador of the Wilson School District, contributes to the greater community and school culture and serves as a model of leadership for your peers. To the teachers, the work you do within and outside the walls of this school is unmatched, as is your passion for inspiring the students you serve. Tonight, we have the privilege to hear how you impact our students, as well as how they, in return, motivate you to continue to do your best each and every day. To the families, thank you for investing countless hours into instilling strong values in your children and for your continued partnership with the district. A successful school community is only possible when parents and the school work together for a common mission. On behalf of the Wilson High School team of teachers and staff, we ask you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ceremony, as many of Wilson's best will be recognized tonight. At this time, I would like to welcome Mr. Mark Greaves, who will be the MC for the Special Awards segment of our ceremony.
Thank you, Mr. Trickett. Good evening, parents, students, family, faculty, and others. Welcome to our Academic Awards ceremony. I will be introducing the presenters for tonight's special awards. We're going to start off right away. Can I have Mr. Michael Fitzgerald and Miss Nikki Raudenbush please come to the stage?
Good evening. My name is Michael Fitzgerald, and I'm here to present some scholarships this evening. I just want to give you a little background information about this scholarship and how it came to be. We're presenting scholarships in memory of my daughter Lauren, who was a 2003 graduate of Wyomissing High School. Lauren was an outstanding student, nothing like her father, a Latin scholar, National Honor Society member. Following graduation from Wyomissing, she attended Drexel University, majoring in interior design. And it was in the spring of her freshman year that she was diagnosed with a malignant primary brain tumor. She would survive 14 additional months and undergo many surgeries, chemotherapy treatments. Throughout that time, she continued her studies, and she lived by a quote that is attributed to the late poet Maya Angelou. That quote reads, "I can be changed by what happens to me. I refuse to be reduced by it." And that is how she lived the remaining months of her life. But at age 20, the tumor claimed her life. Lauren was an organ donor. That was a decision she made long before brain tumors entered our world, and that provided 5 people with the gift of life. In the aftermath of her passing, the family formed a nonprofit foundation known as Lawrence Foundation, with a 4-point mission. One of our funds provides assistance to families that are caring for seriously or terminally ill children. We also support brain tumor research and organ donor awareness, and we have a scholarship program, which is why I'm here this evening. We thought in developing the scholarship program that it would be appropriate to have students write an essay talking about adversity in their lives and how they've overcome it and how they've used it to grow stronger in honoring Lauren. We started out with Wilson and Wyomissing as the 2 schools where we offered these scholarships, added a few more over the past couple of years, and this year for the first time opened it to all Berks County school districts. To date, we've awarded scholarships worth $66,000 to over 55 Berks County students. This year, we received 40 applications from 10 different Berks high schools and selected 8 of those based on a limitation of funds, not for lack of qualified applicants. Selection process, as you can imagine, is very difficult. Grades are not our primary criteria for the scholarship, although invariably the students that get the scholarships also tend to do very well academically. The type of student that applies for the scholarship has endured adverse personal circumstances, things like life-threatening diseases, abusive or dysfunctional family situations, loss of a loved one, mental health issues, learning disabilities, and others. Throughout all those essays, however, there's a common thread, and that thread is determination and hope. These students have a lot of hope about their future. They have determination not to let their circumstances become excuses, and they continue to excel in all areas of life. So out of the 8 recipients that we selected countywide, 3 of those are here at Wilson this evening. And we could have justified even more if we had the funding. In an ideal world, parents would not outlive their children. Couples would have an opportunity to grow old together. Children would not lose their parents before their time, and their children would grow up knowing their grandparents. This evening's recipients know all too well, however, that while these ideals apply to many, they are by no means universal or guaranteed. Even though the circumstances surrounding tonight's recipients are unique, they all share a story, a message of grief. One that resonated with the selection committee, one that was all too familiar, but also one filled with hope and determination. 2 of our recipients lost a parent to illnesses that couldn't be stopped despite the best medical efforts. The other had a parent who abdicated responsibility for his children and eventually abandoned them. A later opportunity for this student to form a healthy relationship with a stepfather proved short-lived as well. Each student submitted beautifully written essays that captured the essence of their grieving process as well as their hopes for their dreams and future. And I couldn't begin to do justice to their words, so I thought I would use some of their own. The student talks about a recent December when they were told that his father was going to die. The next day, they began receiving service from hospice to help make that transition as smooth as possible. The student talks about how his father was his superhero. Dad could do everything, and he thought he could beat this disease. After his father passed away, he felt that everyone at school should pause to pay attention to what had happened. He talks of wanting to scream for them going about their day as though nothing did happen when what he was experiencing was so heartbreaking. He says, "I was losing a piece of my life that I had cherished, an irreplaceable relationship that had shaped who I am and that I had dreamt of a future with." He now had to rethink his life and what it really was that made his dad a superhero. And he writes, "The courage that he had to look cancer in the eyes and then beat it by continuing to live his life to the fullest up until the end makes him the strongest and most inspiring superhero I will ever know." He also talks about after his father entered hospice, how he insisted that his son continue to attend school and do his best educationally and looking out for his future. Another applicant talked about a relationship with her father. The words drunken rage were used, standing kids up for their play dates, and all the disappointment that came along with that. However, she chose to not let it destroy her. She writes, "It definitely helped to shape me into who I am today. I never saw the situation as a misfortune. I was taught that you can get past anything or do anything if you set your mind to it." Later, she hoped to have a bond with a stepfather. That proved elusive as well. And the last student talked about, again, losing a parent to illness. The day her mother passed away, it was a week before her freshman year of high school, unexpected liver failure. The family was devastated. She didn't know what to do. She talks of the emotions, anger, confusion, and sadness. She also notes she's not the same young woman she was walking out of the hospital that day in 2013. She was scared to open up her heart in fear of getting hurt again, but she's learned to do the exact opposite. She quoted a passage from a book, The Sky is Everywhere, that reads, "Grief is forever. It doesn't go away. It becomes part of you, step for step, breath for breath. I will never stop grieving. That's just how it is. Grief and love are co-joined. You don't get one without the other." And in closing, she wrote, "I've learned so many things over the past 3 years. I would not have learned if this had not occurred. I learned to never take things for granted, especially my family and friends. Those you love could be here one day and gone the next. I learned to spend every minute I can trying to make myself or helping to make others better. Please help me congratulate Wilson's recipients of the Lawrence Foundation Scholarship, Azor Fernsler, Evan Royko, and Hope Martin. I'd also like to acknowledge the parents of these students for your role in raising such incredible and resilient young adults, especially in light of your very difficult and personal losses. So Elaine, Patrice, and Anton, thank you for raising such wonderful children. In closing, I'd just like to note that our primary source of funding for our foundation is an annual 5K run conducted in October called Fitzy's 5K Run, a Halloween theme as my daughter was born on Halloween. And you can support what we do and help us even reach more students by participating in that run. You can walk or run. There are brochures outside. Please help yourself to one as you leave. And also, if anyone is interested in sponsoring, we're always looking for additional sponsors. So please consider that, and thank you. And also thank you, Wilson Guidance Department, for getting me in here early. I have to do this over at Mifflin tonight as well. So I appreciate the early entry. Thank you.
Recipients, as you receive your awards, please enter the stage on my right and exit in the same way. After you receive your award, if you'd like to meet your presenter in the lobby to take a picture, that would be much appreciated by your presenters. Our next presenter, representing the Jerry Gabriel Scholarship Award, Mrs. Runette Gabriel.
Good evening. I'm wondering, are we going to be able to project that picture? Oh, well, okay. This is the 28th year that I have stood here, or on this stage, to present the award in memory of my dearly beloved husband, Jerry. He was in the first graduating class of Wilson High School, 1930. There were 19 students in the class, 2 of whom were women or girls. I don't know if you can see that clearly or not, but the most handsome or the best looking man up there, that was my husband. At that time, Wilson they were called the Pioneers. I wonder why. And the colors were blue and white instead of red and white. My husband was an artist, a writer, and also a musician. And if I had many hours, I would tell you about how we met, and it was through music. But I will not take that time tonight. He was active in the community, a great artist, and a promoter of good ideas. I say that honestly. This occasion of presenting this award in his memory is bittersweet. It brings back a lot of memories. However, I am very happy to present to, and I will read the name of the person. Remember that this is the 28th year that this award has been given. It started actually in 1989. Alexander Koch is the winner of the award. Oh, they took it down. I was going to point my husband out to you. He's on the end. Congratulations. You're welcome. Good luck.
Thank you.
Here to present the awards from the Wilson Academic Boosters, please welcome Mr. Robert Glenn.
Good evening. The Wilson Academic Boosters and PTO organization consists of members and a committee, all of whom are Bulldog parents. And our mission as an organization is to help Wilson High School recognize the academic achievement of the students, as well as to show appreciation to the teachers and to the faculty who work extremely hard to make and provide an excellent educational experience for the students. I've been on the committee now for 4 years, and each year we've been able to provide scholarships to students. So on behalf of the organization, I'm pleased to be able to do that again this evening. We offered an opportunity to the seniors to respond to an essay prompt. And the essay, the nature of the essay was to speak from the heart in terms of where you see yourself in the future, the contributions you can make, and so forth. With that said, there were 4 essays that were chosen as the top essays. And this evening, the authors of those essays are here. So I'd like to call them up to the stage so that they can receive their scholarship. The first individual is Lydia Yenser. The second individual is Sarah Humphrey. Third is Zain El-Gagari. And last but not least, Jennifer Wallace. Thank you.
Just a reminder, recipients, if you could go to the lobby for pictures, that would be great. Here representing our Shiloh Hills Elementary School, please welcome Mrs. Susan Wojciechowski and Mr. Mark Schneiderhan.
Good evening, Wilson students, families, educators, and friends. I'm obviously Sue Wojciechowski. I'm the Discovery teacher at Shiloh Hills, and I'm here with Mark Schneiderhan, the physical education teacher at Shiloh Hills. Together, we're part of the Shiloh Hills Elementary School Scholarship and Helping Hands Committee. The Shiloh Hills Scholarship is a $500 award presented to students who have demonstrated exceptional academic achievement and outstanding leadership, as well as represent good character and commitment to the Wilson community. Our Shiloh Hills community comes together in the fall and hosts a chicken barbecue fundraiser to provide scholarships to Wilson High School seniors who've attended Shiloh Hills Elementary School. This committee also provides funds for families from our school who have suffered a tragedy or loss and are in need of financial assistance. It is our pleasure to be here tonight to honor 4 former students from our Shiloh Hills family. We sold a lot of chicken this year. The recipients of tonight's award are Randall Boyer, Lindsay Sanger, Sierra Meredith, and Quincy Smith. Sierra, Lindsay, Quincy, and Randall, your former elementary teachers remember you all as outstanding students who always achieved your goals. You all had impressive resumes that highlight your strengths like athletics, academics, volunteering, working, and dancing. You are models for the types of people we want leading the way to a bright future. Please continue to influence those around you. Nothing makes a teacher more proud than seeing their students become successful, confident, and helpful members of our society. American University, Duquesne University, Westchester University, and Pepperdine University are so lucky to have you. Your Shiloh Hills family wishes you much success in your future.
Representing the Rotary Club of West Reading, Wyomissing, please welcome Mr. Nathan Brandt.
Greetings, everybody. My name's Nathan Brandt. I'm the CEO of the South Mountain YMCA camps. And to our graduating seniors, I'd just like to say, if you haven't found a summer job yet, we still have a couple of positions for young men and women with our summer camp counseling staff. So keep us in mind, smymca.org. But tonight I'm here on behalf of the West Reading Wyomissing Rotary Club, and it is my great pleasure to be able to present this Academic Achievement Award. First, a few words. Greetings from the Rotary Club of West Reading Wyomissing. We're proud of our Rotary Interact Club here at Wilson and all the great service projects they do. Each year, our club recognizes a student from the Wilson Area High School with Academic Scholarship Award. I would like to share with you what Rotary is and why presenting this award is so important, along with the other student awards we present throughout the year. Rotary International is a worldwide organization of business, professional, and community leaders founded over 100 years ago to provide humanitarian service, encourage high ethical standards, and help build goodwill and peace in the world. There are 34,000 Rotary clubs in more than 200 countries around the globe. Service to others, that's what it's all about. The magic of Rotary is that it allows ordinary people to do extraordinary things. You know, as young women and young men, you think of yourselves as ordinary people, but each of you has the ability to do extraordinary things, particularly when we come together, we can change the world. This evening, we Rotarians recognize that each of you is being honored not only for your high academic achievements, but also because of your leadership and your involvement in your school and community. It is this involvement, this service to others, that brings the greatest rewards. We applaud you because you have begun a pattern, a habit that will grow into a lifetime of service, volunteerism, and achievement. The West Reading Wyomissing Rotary Club is pleased to honor one of you by presenting our annual Academic Scholarship Award that exemplifies our motto, service above self. Please join me in congratulating our 2017 award winner, Ms. Haley Meyer.
Here to present 2 separate awards, the Wilson Education Association Award and the William Kutz Jr. Memorial Scholarship. Please welcome Mr. Chris Wagner.
Good evening. As chairman of the Wilson Education Association Scholarship Committee, I want to begin by congratulating all the students here tonight. Wilson teachers have a rich tradition of motivating and inspiring students to make a positive impact on their school and community, and possibly to pursue careers in education. The WEA awards 3 $1,000 scholarships to students who are pursuing higher education in any field. Our applicant pool consists of Wilson seniors and any children of Wilson teachers who are graduating from other schools. The committee focuses on community service while also examining academic and extracurricular credentials. One of these scholarships was awarded to a Schuylkill Valley senior, so I'll present the other 2 scholarships here tonight. As I announce your name, please come forward and remain on stage. The first winner of the $1,000 WEA scholarship is Jackie Strobel. Jackie plans to attend the Penn State University Schreier Honors College. Congratulations, Jackie. Our next winner is Ryan Dell. Ryan plans to attend Villanova University and major in finance. Congratulations, Ryan. We have one more scholarship to go. Our last presenter presented a scholarship from the Rotary Club in honor of William C. Kutz Sr., but it's the son, William C. Kutz Jr., that the WEA honors with its final scholarship, a $1,000 memorial scholarship. Bill Kutz Jr. was born in 1937 and graduated from Wilson in 1955. In 1960, he earned a degree from Albright College and began teaching social studies at Wilson High School in the fall of that year. Shortly after his 24th birthday, during his second year of teaching, he died of a brain tumor. It was November 22nd, 1961. William C. Kutz Jr. was a young man who had so much in front of him, and he was ready to dedicate his life to teaching Wilson kids. The WEA chooses to honor his memory by offering a scholarship for Wilson students who, like William Kutz Jr., aspire to be great teachers. The winner of the $1,000 WEA William C. Kutz Jr. Memorial Scholarship is Elizabeth Rudderow. Elizabeth, please come forward. Elizabeth plans to attend Millersville University and major in early childhood education. Congratulations, Elizabeth. These kids have a lot of things in common. They work hard, they have compassion, they lead, and they give back. Those are qualities Wilson teachers try to cultivate in our students. The WEA wishes all of you the best, and we're very proud to have been your teachers. Thank you.
To present the Annette E. Marth Scholarship Award, please welcome Mr. Olin Marth.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of my daughter Allie, who's currently attending the University of South Carolina, and she's a senior this year. Allie created a cookbook for her senior project and sold it to raise funds, start a foundation to benefit exemplary students who wish to continue their education involving languages. Her inspiration was her grandmother, Annette, who struggled with multiple sclerosis for much of her 30-plus years of teaching. In spite of the difficulties, she kept a positive and optimistic attitude. Her grandmother inspired many students to become language teachers and continues to encourage Allie during her education at USC. I'm pleased to present this $1,000 scholarship to Olivia Grzeski.
Representing the Fred and Denise Franks Scholarship for Public Service, please welcome Mrs. Karen Troutman.
The General Fred and Denise Franks Scholarship for Public Service is granted to a member of the senior class who intends to pursue a future in public service and plans to study in the field of healthcare, education, or another public service major. This year's recipient will receive a $3,000 scholarship. So on behalf of General Fred and Denise Franks, I am proud to present this year's scholarship to Caitlin Anderson. Caitlin has displayed a selfless dedication to public service through her participation and leadership in various clubs and activities during her years as a Wilson student. She will attend Drexel University in the fall to study health sciences and pursue a degree as a physician's assistant. Congratulations, Caitlin.
Representing the Gouglersville Fire Department, please welcome Mrs. Carel Wallace.
Congratulations, class of 2017. With me is my daughter, Heather Lippincott. Some of you may recognize her if you ever attended Shiloh Hills or at Southern Junior High School, where she is an employee of this wonderful district. I'm going to call your names, and in each category I will call the two people if you would come up at the same time in the essence of saving time. When our fire company ran fire calls, we ran in the Spring Township, Creamer Township area. When we were joined into one township, our board of directors, of which there are 12, decided that we were going to give scholarships out. First couple of years we started out at $5,000, and the last 2 years we've been able to increase it to $10,000. So we are here to give 10 $1,000 scholarships out this evening. I also will tell you that, as I like to call them, the other school, Governor Mifflin, also receives $10,000 from Gouglersville. Last year when I told Governor Mifflin that, I got booed. So thanks, Wilson, for being the class act that you all are. Our first recipient is from Media and Communication, and it's Kyle Edelman and Emily Ulmer. Our next recipients are for nursing and medicine. Now, I'm a murderer when it comes to names. I cannot pronounce names. That's why I brought my good ear along with me. Nursing and medicine is Brianna Papousas. Did I say it right? And Verity Lee, she couldn't be with us this evening. The next two awards are for engineering or a trade school. We wanted to not just include colleges, but trades also, since our trades are suffering drastically. So the first one is Jameen Patel. And Noah Levine. I did. Noah Levine. Okay. Our next one is for business. It's Utarsh Penchel and Emily Love. I did say Emily Love. I'm a little short, so I have a problem with the microphone. I'm sorry for that. And the next one is for two students attending RAC. The first one is for Kaya Kazuka, and Cassidy Kreitz.
If those recipients could go out to the auditorium lobby for pictures, that would be great. Representing the Spring Township Lions Club, please welcome Mr. Bob Penny and Mr. Ben Robitzer.
Good evening. My name is Ben Robitzer, and with me is Bob Penny. We're members of Spring Township Lions Club. Our motto, Lions Club motto, is "We Serve," and in that matter, we are looking for students who serve their community as well as have shown academic success at their time at Wilson. We picked students from 5 different categories, that being a tech trade, showed success in science, engineering, 2 from engineering, as well as the performing arts and JROTC. Pronounce your names. First one we have is Dariana Welcome. Lance Irick. And Aaron Miller, couldn't make it tonight. For science, we have Lauren Yu. Engineering, Matthew Graham. Engineering as well, Kankasha Basari. Performing arts, Aaron Rutt. And for ROTC, Kapil Patel. Congratulations on behalf of all the Spring Township Lions. Best of luck.
Here to present the Berkshire Heights Early Learning Scholarship, please welcome Mrs. Mary McTish.
The Berkshire Heights Early Learning Scholarship is awarded to a worthy student who has participated in Wilson School District's early childhood learning curriculum. It's awarded to students who are looking to enter into education as in post-secondary institution. The applicants had to submit an essay why they would be a successful candidate and how their experiences here at Wilson has shaped their future plans. This year's recipient is Madison Rutt. Maddie has successfully completed all 3 years of the early childhood learning curriculum during her time here at Wilson, and upon graduation, she will be attending Shippensburg University, majoring in early childhood education and special education. Wishing you all the best as you continue your education and career preparation.
Here to present the Diamond Credit Union Alfred A. Panfile Memorial Scholarship, please welcome Mrs. Linda Rudolph.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Rudolph from Diamond Credit Union, and I'm proud to present the Alfred A. Panfile Memorial Scholarship for $1,000 this evening. Al really was a true inspiration to us with his unwavering commitment to making his community a better place. He was active leader in the community, volunteering for many local organizations, and he always was concerned about providing literacy, financial literacy to young people. This student that was chosen exemplifies the same qualities, community involvement, and proven track record of leadership through volunteerism. Congratulations to Lindsay Gibbon. And Lindsay is off to the University of Pittsburgh. Thank you.
Here to present the Southern Middle School Staff Award, please welcome Mrs. Kelly Shoemake.
Good evening. My name is Kelly Shoemake, and I'm the current assistant principal at Wilson Southern Middle School. I am here tonight to present our Wilson Southern Staff Award to a previous Southern student. This student exhibited the Bulldog B's: be kind, be responsible, be prepared, be a student of character, while she was at Southern, and carried that exemplary characterism development into the high school. Our recipient this year was a Best Outstanding Southern Student, or a BOSS as we called it, winner when she was at Southern. And she has continued this distinguished character throughout her high school career. This year's recipient is Miss Nancy Weinheimer. Congratulations.
Representing the Women's Club of Spring Township, please welcome Mrs. Marilyn Miller.
Good evening. My name is Marilyn Miller. I'm the president of the Women's Club of Spring Township. Each year, the Women's Club presents two $500 awards to deserving seniors in recognition of their fine character and scholastic achievements. This year, I am pleased to present the Women's Club of Spring Township Senior Award in Math to Haley Meyer. And the Women's Club of Spring Township Berks Career and Technology Award goes to Ursha Kumar.
Here to present the Josh Frabel Scholarship, please welcome Mrs. Beth Booser. And Miss Nikki Rowdenbush.
Good evening. Tonight we're here to celebrate some very special young men and women, and I just want to congratulate each and every one of you on all your accomplishments, and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. The Josh Frabel Memorial Award was developed in the untimely passing of Mr. Joshua Frabel, who was my brother. He served as a teacher's aide in the tech ed department for the best of 16 years, give or take a few. The qualities of the deserving student have to follow in his footsteps of being a sincere and humble being. Any eligible student is one who faces adversity in some way, whether it be mentally, physically, or emotionally. And despite this adversity, they strive to make the best of less than an ideal situation. The student will also demonstrate a caring and compassionate personality. The demonstration can consist of volunteering time at a local shelter or helping at a local food bank. A little history of Josh Frabel and the Memorial Award. Josh always believed that you could always do something as long as you were dedicated and you believed you could do it. He believed that you would never say the word can't. So often he would hear, because of his disease, he suffered from muscular dystrophy. For those that don't know, muscular dystrophy is a neuromuscular disease that leaves the boys debilitated and left in a wheelchair. Most lived to the age of 21, and we had Josh until he was 38. So we were given many, many extra years that we were very thankful for. Every can't and every phrase of you'll never be able to, he took those statements and he turned them into I can statements. He proved everyone wrong, and he showed us all that he could. Josh Frabel faced adversity with the diagnosis of the Duchenne's muscular dystrophy, and by the age of age 13, he was confined to the wheelchair. By the time he reached his mid-30s, he had totally lost mobility and his ability to breathe on his own. But he never said never, and he never let it stop him. Josh graduated from Wilson in 1994, and he continued to prove that he could do anything, so he attended college at Hiram G. Andrews Center, where he received an associate degree in architectural drafting. After completing school, he found employment very tough to grab. However, he tried, he submitted applications, no one wanted to give him the chance because all they saw was a boy in a wheelchair, but he never gave up. And thanks to Wilson High School, they gave him the opportunity he looked for. They brought him on board as a volunteer. Teaching to him wasn't about the money. It was just being with the students and making that impact. After volunteering for several years, his dreams became a reality, and Wilson took that chance on him, and they hired him as a teacher's aide. I cannot express my greatest gratitude to Wilson for giving him that opportunity. It meant so, so much to him. Josh continued to work as a teacher's aide in the tech ed department until his passing on April 30th of 2013. His dedication to his job and his sheer determination to relentlessly push himself physically and emotionally made a profound impact on so many, especially me. He was my hero, and I can only hope that his message to never give up and to continue pushing forward continues through the scholarship. We've been fortunate enough to give this annual $1,000 scholarship to a Wilson senior who exemplifies a positive attitude despite adversity. We never know what struggles someone may have. Most struggles aren't even visible. These struggles could be emotional. They could be involved in bullying at school. They could be mental limitations that require a student to work that much harder to succeed. This recipient took negatives in life and through determination turned them into positives. Through perseverance and determination, he will graduate from Wilson knowing he made the best of a tough situation. This year's recipient is Brendan Wetmore. I'm going to pass it over to Ms. Raudenbush, who has a few things to say about Brendan.
You can head to yours. You can head to yours, Brendan. Beth asked me to speak just because I've been fortunate enough to know Brendan for 5 years now, and in many contexts. I've known him as a GSA member, as one of my sophomore class advisors, or officers, a student in my class, an NHS member, and my GSA president. And throughout all of my time with him, I've not only watched him mature and fully recognize his numerous talents and his power as a leader, but I've come to consider him as one of the most memorable and influential students I've ever had and will most likely ever have. He's endured trials that have been nothing short of jaw-dropping and heartbreaking. and he hasn't always been treated kindly by others. Yet he shows compassion to many on a daily basis. I could not be more proud of him or his constant display of courage, grace, maturity, unparalleled sense of humor, and strength. I greatly admire him, and he is incredibly deserving of this scholarship. Thank you.
Here to present the Ann Douglas Minnick Scholarship, please welcome Dr. Keith Minnick and his son, Mr. Aaron Minnick.
Good evening. I'm here to present the third annual Ann Douglas Minnick Future Enterprises Award, which was created 2.5 years ago, which is when my wife Ann Douglas unexpectedly and somewhat suddenly died during the school year. Ann served as Wilson High School Supervisor of Special Education for almost 4 years, and prior to that she'd accumulated about 25 years in special education, including 12 as the director of Conrad Weiser's Weiser's Decision Program, and then as their high school assistant principal before Wilson, on the third attempt, wooed her to come over here and take over the special ed duties at the high school. She also taught special ed grad courses at Alvernia for more than a decade. She received the intermediate unit's top honor, the Annie Sullivan Award, for her work with students with disabilities. And in her spare time, which was 2 or 3 nights a week, she taught the teens and adults over at Wyomissing ATA Martial Arts, where she was a third-degree black belt in Taekwondo. I had to watch myself. Just before Christmas in 2014, she thought she had a bladder infection, but within weeks, she was comatose, actually. She underwent a liver transplant for unexplained liver failure, subsequently was diagnosed with the rarest and most deadly of all cancers, angiosarcoma of her spleen. And we didn't even know what she had until after she had passed away in mid-January. She was always her students' strongest advocate, both in school, and she did a heck of a lot outside of the school, I think without the school knowing, for her special ed students. She loved to identify the strengths in her students, and she always saw realistic potential, no matter if it was a minor disability or some major disabilities. She would always say you had to be good at one thing, and if you could cultivate that one thing, you'd probably be successful in life. Anne was always it was always her impression that there weren't enough scholarships for students who had IEPs. So when she passed away, our family established the Ann Douglas Minnick Future Enterprises Memorial Scholarship in her memory. It's a $2,500 scholarship. It's presented each year to a graduating senior who's had any type of non-gifted IEP. And in Wilson, it's like a third of the students have IEPs. And it's given to a senior who intends to pursue any type of post-secondary education, whether it's technical training or at a 2-year institution or a 4-year college. One might ask, why is it called the Future Enterprises Memorial Scholarship? Webster defines an enterprise as an important or difficult project to be undertaken, one that requires boldness or energy. So any type of continuing education could be considered an enterprise, but the enterprise is also the name of the starship on Star Trek. And Anne was a Trekkie. Actually, she was kind of mentally ill. She loved Star Trek. She really admired Gene Roddenberry's optimistic and equitable vision of the future, and Captain Jean-Luc Picard was her absolute role model for effective leadership. Every single day she came to school here and at the other schools as a school administrator. In fact, she wrote a book that never got published on leadership lessons to be learned from Jean-Luc Picard. She also loved Star Trek because it promoted gender and racial equality, teamwork, trust in one another, and also Star Trek always had strong female role models, which Anne liked. And in the Star Trek universe, even people with disabilities did not have barriers to success, and her favorite was Geordi LaForge, was the blind engineer on the Enterprise. This year's recipient of the third Ann Douglas Minnick Future Enterprises Scholarship is Jordan Fisher. And As Jordan walks on stage, I'll mention that he plans to pursue a degree in information technology and engineering, initially at Penn State Berks, before moving on to main campus. Ann would have been happy with that because between Ann, Aaron, and myself, we have 5 degrees from Penn State. Ann had earned both her bachelor's and master's from Penn State. Aaron earned his bachelor's and master's from Penn State, and my medical degree is from Penn State Hershey. And the other thing I have to mention before I give you the award is I don't get to pick I get to provide input, but I don't pick the winners. But I get to read all the essays, and I love reading the essays. And the one thing that Jordan talked about that made him want to go into engineering was Legos. And my younger son just graduated 2 weekends ago from Bucknell with high honors in chemical engineering, and he's going on to Carnegie Mellon in a PhD program in materials sciences engineering. And when Kian applied to college, he talked about Legos and engineering in his college application essay. So when I read that in your essay, Jordan, for this award, I thought, go Legos. Okay, congratulations, Jordan.
Here to present the Clean Teen Scholarship. Please welcome, well, there's 3 coming, Miss Abby White and Miss Hannah McGovern.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Abby White, and I currently serve as the Public Relations Officer for the club that we have. I founded this club called Clean Teens my freshman year after I lost my uncle to drugs and alcohol, and also my father actually has become an alcoholic. He's been an alcoholic all his life, but he just started receiving help for that. So this club is something that's really special to me, and we give this scholarship to someone who's really special too. And the mission of our club is to inspire peers to live a drug and alcohol-free lifestyle.
I'm Kylie Herb. I'm vice president of the club. This $300 scholarship is presented to a graduating senior who we feel exemplifies our club's mission.
My name is Hannah McGovern, and I am the president of the club this year, and it is our pleasure to present our Clean Teens Award to Heather Geist.
Here to present the Wilson School Board Leadership Scholarships, please welcome Mr. Steve Ehrlich.
Thank you. First of all, on behalf of the Wilson School Board, I want to congratulate all the award winners this year. It's always very gratifying for me to sit here and listen to all the great accomplishments of the senior class, so congratulations to everybody. The Wilson School Board Scholarship, Leadership Scholarship is an award. 2 awards are given each year to students who exemplify leadership, academic excellence, and involvement in extracurricular activities. These 2 scholarships are funded individually by the Wilson School Board members, and we're very proud to do it. This year, we have 2 outstanding award winners. The first one is Sarah Stitzel. And our second award winner is Emma O'Shea.
Here to present the Pennsylvania American Water Stream of Learning Scholarship, please welcome Mr. Brian Hassinger.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here tonight on behalf of Pennsylvania American Water to present our Stream of Learning Award. We provide these awards to 10 students across Pennsylvania. This is the 8th year that we've had this award, and we've offered scholarships to outstanding students in its service areas who are charting a course of study critical to the water and wastewater industry. I would like to note that this is our 8th year, and I've been here twice, so this is the first repeat, so way to go, Wilson. A panel of judges selects the winners from more than 100 scholarship applicants this year, evaluating them on criteria including academic achievement, letters of recommendation, community service, and future career plans in the water and/or wastewater industry. Would Haley Meyer please come up? Haley is very deserving of our Stream of Learning Scholarship. But she's not only an excellent student with academic achievement, she also shares our commitment to environmental stewardship and community service. Congratulations, Haley.
Representing the Wilson Scholarship Fund Special Award, please welcome Mr. Gary Kohler.
Good evening. This is a new award for us. Our funds are invested in the stock market, and as most of you know, for the last number of years it hasn't done very well. So to award our main scholarship, which will be presented at commencement, that's a $10,000 scholarship, we've been digging into the endowment fund. This year, the returns have been not amazingly high, but they are good enough that we can present the special award. So this evening we have an additional $3,000, and our committee decided that we wanted to do this because it's not very often that the market has allowed us to do that. So for this evening, all of you who have been up here represent the qualities that we've looked for in our candidates. And this year, we have 2 of them who were right up there. Unfortunately, only one of them, who you will not know of until the commencement activity. But this evening, the $3,000 award, make sure I get the right envelope, goes to Abby Fortunato.
Our final award this evening is from the Sun Federal Credit Union. Please welcome Miss Heather Fowler.
Good evening. On behalf of Sun Federal Credit Union, I am honored to present our award, our our Student of the Year Award for $1,000 to Natalie McKinnon. Natalie will be attending the University of Pennsylvania.
This concludes the special awards presentation. If we could have a round of applause for all of our winners this evening. And let me introduce to the stage Mrs. Kelly Roman.
Thank you, Mr. Greaves. At this point in the evening, we are going to honor our subject award winners. One student from each grade level has been nominated by their teacher for not only their academic ability in the discipline, but also for their character, integrity, and respect for the subject. Students, when your name is called, please come up to the stage to receive your award. Parents, please hold your applause until all students have received their awards. Students, please stay on the stage until all students in each subject group have received their award. I have the pleasure to introduce Family Consumer Science, Mathematics, Technology and Engineering, Health and Physical Education, and Science. At this time, I would like to ask Mrs. Mary McTish and Mrs. Karen Moore to come to the stage, along with the following FCS award winners: Ava Breslin, Amber Eames, Morgan Bechtel, and Andrea Barenhausen, who will not be able to be with us.
Good evening. I'm going to present the ninth grade award. Our ninth grade award goes to Ava Breslin. This award is given to an exemplary performance in family consumer science curriculum. Ava has absolutely proved herself as an exemplary student this year. Her ability to organize and multitask has made her an amazing asset when working on costuming and plays this year. She has also pushed herself to learn new skills and challenge herself in my textile class. This intrinsic motivation has made her a joy to have in class this year, and I look forward to having her next year. Ava.
Amber Eames is our 10th grade recipient. While working at Berkshire Heights Early Learning Center, Amber was able to observe her assigned child's needs and then develop projects and activities to meet those needs. Her work was very creative and very targeted for that child. Amber will do well in any work that she chooses in the future. Congratulations, Amber. Our 11th grade recipient is Morgan Bechtel. Morgan is to be commended for her work in early childhood and FCCLA this year. Morgan has been working with the kindergarten class this year and has tailored all of her projects to meet the developmental needs of the children in that class. She has also served this year as the FCCLA chapter vice president. Morgan has also competed in a STAR event titled Entrepreneurship with Lauren McKay this year. They spent countless hours preparing for this competition, creating and designing a sensory preschool. They earned the first place at states in the state of Pennsylvania and are traveling to Nashville this summer to compete. She has been a true academic leader this year, both in and out of the classroom. Congratulations, Morgan.
And it's my pleasure to award the Senior Award for Family and Consumer Science. Try not to cry. My goodness, it's talking back. All right. Again, this award is given for exemplary performance, and Andrea has been in one of my classes for all 4 years, and she's always gone above and beyond the requirements of the class. Additionally, she's worked tirelessly to sew costumes on 2 of the major theater productions this year, even though she wasn't officially on the costume crew. But she did what had to be done, and she made it happen. What I admired most about her, though, is her strong, tenacious spirit. When work is no longer fun or easy, Andrea still gets it done, and she always has a smile on her face. Andrea, I will miss you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Family Consumer Science Award subject winners. Our next subject is mathematics. Would Mr. DJ Sukanik, Mr. Charlie Travato, and Mr. Doug Meyer please come to the stage, along with the following mathematics award recipients: Olivia Z., Annette Thompson, Jasper Donater, who will not be with us, and Haley Meyer.
Good evening. This year's recipient of the 9th grade Department Award for Academic Excellence in Mathematics is Olivia Z. This award cannot go to a more deserving student. Olivia is a student in the iSTEM program at the high school. She has maintained an A average throughout one of the most rigorous math courses and programs offered at the high school for 9th graders. Her ability to problem solve and critically think through abstract material I present to students made her a slam dunk for receiving this award. Aside from academics, Olivia demonstrates enthusiasm, passion, joy, and inquiry regarding math every day she's in my class. For those of you that don't know Olivia, she is very much an introvert. And for those of you that do not know me, I am the complete opposite. So she made it very difficult this year to pull out her extroverted side. But I did put forth a very valiant effort for that, but I failed. But Olivia, your demeanor and subtle comments about our class provided comic relief that helped set the tone for the classroom environment for the year. Thank you for encouraging your group members to never give up. Thank you for showing your peers that dedication and hard work is the core definition of perseverance. And most of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be your teacher this year. I am so proud of all of your hard work and dedication to the subject that I love. Congratulations and much success for the rest of high school.
All right. This year's 10th grade award winner for academic achievement in mathematics is Annie Thompson. Annie is very much like this speech, short and sweet. She also happens to be an exceptional math student. Her ability to explain concepts not only to her other students, but to her peers and everyone else far outweighs anyone else in all of the classes. She does a great job in both pre-calc and statistics and got one of the highest grades this year in AP Stats as a 10th grader. So congratulations, Annie, and I look forward to seeing you in higher level math classes in the future.
In the most shocking news of the evening, the 11th grade math award goes to Jasper Donater. Unfortunately, Jasper is not able to be with us tonight. Jasper is on a 6-week internship at a company in the Netherlands. I can't make this stuff up. He took his last AP exam and then just jet-setted out of here. So here to represent the Donater family, and she said she would stand up here with a nice wave from the home from the University of Miami. Ann Donater? Ann? Where are you, Ann? Oh, there you are. Yeah, let's give Ann a nice wave. Esme's back with her, keeping her company. So I'll make sure that that they get Jasper's award. This year's 12th grade math award winner, she gets to ride shotgun the rest of her life because she scored a higher score on the AP Calc exam than her sister. And she's actually my favorite senior student this year because she's so smart. Haley Meyer. And Haley, I just want to thank you for being a great student to teach the last 3 years, a great athlete to coach in 3 sports. I mean, I just can't get rid of this kid. And a wonderful daughter. So congratulations, Haley.
Ladies and gentlemen, your mathematics subject award winners. Oh my goodness. Our next subject is technology and engineering. Would Mr. David Dunkelberger, Mr. Ryan Dennis, Mr. Jerry Giza, and Mr. Chris Madeira please come to the stage, along with the following Tech Ed subject award winners: Aaron Moyer, Krista Hausman, Deborah Lewis, and Stephen Schultz.
This student has outperformed her peers and shown herself to be enthusiastic, responsible, and well-organized student. Her drive and curiosity will suit her well in the coming years. She has consistently earned exceptional grades while always taking time to help her peers, not just her friends. The 9th grade Technology and Engineering Student of the Year is Aaron Moyer. Congratulations, Aaron. It's truly been an honor to have you in class.
Good evening. I have the pleasure of recognizing the 10th grade Technology and Engineering Student of the Year, Krista Hausman. Krista has established herself as an outstanding STEM student. It is through her unique combination of an analytical approach and her creativity that she is capable of producing amazing work. Her attitude and work ethic distinguish her amongst many talented students. These characteristics and abilities were on display as Krista earned a first-place finish as a sophomore at the 2017 State Technology Student Association Conference. She will be continuing her work at the end of June when she attends the national competition. Krista has the unique ability to raise the performance of her group and team members. She is a terrific student with a diverse skill set, and I am confident that she will continue to be a standout student in our program at Wilson School District and within our community. Congratulations to our 10th grade Technology and Engineering Student of the Year, Krista Hausman.
It's my privilege to present the Junior Technology and Engineering Award to Ms. Deborah Lewis. Deborah was a student of mine in the Civil Engineering and Architecture class, who I had the privilege of being with every day. In every engineering class that Deborah took in the department, she was in the top tier, not only academically, but also a leader and a role model in the class. And let me amplify the magnitude of this award, because this department has been evaluated and has the highest number of enrollment in the Project Lead the Way program in the state and the most students who earn college credit. So any achievement of any award in this department is something to be recognized. Deborah, besides being the things that I mentioned about you, every day, seeing you come through my classroom with that ear-to-ear grin was the highlight of my day. It's my privilege to present this award to you.
Good evening. Steve Schultz is the senior recipient of the Technology and Engineering Award. Every day, Steve shows up to class with a positive attitude, and that positive attitude rubs off on everyone else. He brings everyone's mood up and is an overall pleasure to have in class. He's a great problem solver, very compassionate. He's always helping others when he's done with his own work, and you can tell that he just enjoys being there. This doesn't just hold true for me. I know it holds true for the rest of the technology and engineering staff, and that's because Steve's taken almost every single course offering we have available. Steve, I have no doubt of the success that your future holds for you. You're a great student. Thank you.
The Technology and Engineering Award winners. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Liz Burkhart to come to the stage, along with the following Health and Physical Education Award recipients: Tyler Strobel and Haley Kantner.
Haley and Tyler, I am honored to present this award to you. Haley and Tyler are both exceptional students and great leaders who are always going the extra mile, literally. Both of these students are role models in the subject and have character traits that will lead them towards a bright and successful future. From the entire Health and Physical Education Department, we congratulate you on this award. Well done.
The Health and Physical Education Award recipients. Our next subject is science. Would Mr. Joe Malagrana, Mrs. Robin Simpson, and Mr. Doug Doms please come to the stage, along with the following science award recipients: Krishna Nayak, Shashank Shadar, Quinn Sprout, and Brianna Paputzis.
Good evening. In the science department, we adhere to the claim, evidence, and reasoning model. Claim: our 9th grade science award winner is truly someone who loves the sciences and excels at doing scientific work. Evidence: she tends to misplace her technological devices. Her smartphone was permanently misplaced earlier this year, and the phone stored all of the photos for her science fair project. Reasoning: Krishna Nayak must love science so much that losing her phone was done on purpose. She was then able to do an entirely new project in chemistry and garner 2nd place in the high school division at the RBSEF fair in March. Congratulations, Krishna, and good luck to you as you continue your high school career.
This year, the 10th grade science award goes to a young man that maintained a 99% average for the year in AP chemistry. He also blew me away with his ability to do complex math problems in his head. He's a multi-talented young man that is gifted not only in academics, but in music and sports as well. It's my pleasure to award Sash the 10th grade award in science. Pays to teach AP Chem, I get to give the 11th grade award as well. I've had the pleasure of teaching this young man for 2 consecutive years, both AP and honors chemistry. I multiply things for you all the time. Remember, the mold jokes, he didn't like them. His ability to synthesize chemistry concepts and his apply knowledge to new problems is absolutely amazing, and it helped to make my first year teaching AP a truly memorable one. Congratulations, Quinn, the 11th grade science award winner.
I just would like you to know that not all science teachers are nerds. You can tell because I do not have a pocket protector with all these nice, neat pens we're giving out. This year's senior award winner in science is at first quite shy. She hides a quick wit with a keen intellect, but as you get to know her, you realize that she's a little sneakier than her nice, neat shyness comes to, or pretends to be, I guess. You find a lot out about seniors in those last couple days after the AP exams are done, and you're just kind of chilling out. And I found out, not being quite as technologically savvy as Doug Meyer, there's some kind of a chat thing or something called the AP Bio Schemers, and I learned a lot about my students. But in any case, she's a tremendous intellect with a keen wit, a quick smile, and anybody that can walk on shoes that high across the stage without falling certainly deserves this award. Brianna was smart, analytical, intellectual, and if you ever want to read some of her, I don't know if you would call it prose poetry or whatever, but she's certainly very well written at the same time. This year's Senior Science Award winner, Brianna Paputzis. And there is a periodic table in here just to show you that we still are nerdy.
The science subject winners. At this time, I would like to introduce Assistant Principal Mr. Dean Damiani.
Thank you, Mrs. Roman. Good evening. I have the pleasure to introduce art, drama, English, and music. At this time, I would like to ask Mrs. Elizabeth McCamey to come to the stage, along with the following award winners in art: Nia Gallagher, Kaylee Smith, and Lindsay Sanger.
They're all girls. We do have guys too, but these were exceptional people. The 9th grade award winner is Nia Gallagher. We wrote letters, so this is a little excerpt. You are an exceptional artist. You have beautiful skills and way of seeing color and design. Throughout the year, I've watched you grow in breadth and idea development. You never shrink away from a challenge, give each assignment thoughtful consideration and practice, and are open to suggestions as you work. You're also blessed with a lovely smile and likable demeanor. Help others when you see a need and strive to do everything well. Congratulations. Mr. Groove. What did I do with my, sorry. Panic, lost the letters, okay. Mr. Graber couldn't be here tonight, so I'm gonna read a little excerpt from him. Our 10th grade award winner is Kaylee Smith. You really put a great amount of time, effort, and passion into your pieces. Your work ethic is commendable. You make maximum use of class time and always meet your deadlines. That's always a tough one for art, trust me. I can tell that you are very passionate about your art and that it comes from the heart. Congratulations. The 11th grade award winner is Andy Deutschman, who can't be here tonight, but good gracious, she's an amazing artist. So come to the art show next year and be amazed. The 12th grade award winner is Lindsay Sanger, and again from Mr. Graber. Over the years, you've never backed down from a challenge in your projects by selecting some tough subjects to work from. You always put a great amount of time into your projects to get the results that you want. I will truly miss having you in the art room next year, but I know you will still be creating some amazing art at Pepperdine. They are very lucky to have a student of your caliber. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, your art winners. Our next subject is drama. I would like to ask Mr. Jody Repper to please come up to the stage, along with the following drama award recipients: Aaron Rutt, Ryan Heyman, Grace Jakubowski, and Andrea Marenhausen.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to recognize the achievements and terrific work from four of our seniors. Each one of these awards also comes with a $600 scholarship that was generated by our boosters, our senior boosters. So again, thank you guys so much. Our first award winner is Grace Yakubowski. So, Grace, congratulations on being selected to receive the WTC International Thespian Society Award. Your status of International Honor Thespian is truly extraordinary, 246 points, wow. And it's a testament to your service, leadership, and participation in dozens and dozens of theatrical activities over the years. Under your leadership as ITS president, our troupe has grown tremendously. You've completed countless hours tabulating and recording the thespian activities of our student actors and crew members, and have worked to prepare our troupe to participate at the Pennsylvania State Thespian Conference. The organizational systems that you helped to implement are solid and will benefit Wilson High School for years to come. Thank you for everything that you've done. So thanks. Our next award, it goes to Ryan Heyman. Ryan, congratulations. A little bit of a switch up there. Ryan, congratulations on being selected to receive the WTC Tech and Service Award. I can't imagine the last couple of years without you. Your dedication and focus allowed Wilson Theater Company to tackle some very ambitious projects, with you in the center taking on great responsibility. As the student tech officer and frequent construction chief, you were consistently well prepared and were very resourceful. I always knew that I could count on you to get the job done. Your work has been the backbone of our productions throughout the years. Thank you so much. Our next award recipient is Andrea Berenshausen. Andrea, congratulations on being selected to receive the WTC Leadership Award. I can't adequately express how impressed I am with your work in all aspects of theater. Your work excels in so many areas, dance, tech, and organization, just to name a few. I think that you are uniquely qualified because in every task that you've had, you've brought the same dependability, skill, and work ethic. You truly lead by example. Best of luck in the future. Thanks. And finally, Aaron Rutt. Aaron, congratulations on being selected to receive the WTC Acting and Service Award. Your work in dozens of productions has been extraordinary. Just to identify a few of your great traits, as an actor, you are skilled, insightful, courageous, funny, and very directable. Again, just to identify a few of your great roles, you've excelled in over-the-top, hilarious performances as Blackstash and Peter and the Starcatcher, as the explosive juror number 3 in 12 Angry Men, and as the deeply troubled character as Josh in De Profundis. As the president of Wilson Theater Company this year, your work was outstanding. You did a fantastic job of making sure that the organization was focused and driven, yet fun to be a part of. Your fellow students respond well to your leadership. Your skill, positive attitude, leadership, and work ethic have helped to create a positive atmosphere that has profoundly influenced every part of our company. Thank you for everything that you've done. I'll greatly miss working with you every day. So thanks. Thank you. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, your drama winners. Our next subject is English. Would Mr. Robert Early, Mrs. Jill Nympho, Miss Nicole Raudenbush, Miss Kate Stuckert, and Miss Laura Huckel please come up to the stage along with the following English Award recipients: Ashley Filer, Christopher Russo, Marlena McCardle, Brendan Wetmore, Emma Getz, and Rachel Owens.
I am honored to award Ashley Filer with the 9th Grade English Academic Achievement Award. Ashley, you should be proud of your effort and accomplishments this school year, and you should know how grateful I am to be your teacher. I want to use this opportunity to thank you for your commitment to our class and to ask you to uphold 2 promises. First, please promise to keep writing. Whether it's poetry or prose, I hope you continue to develop your written voice and to share it with the world. Second, please promise to keep participating in class. Your insightful comments during our class discussions challenged everyone to look at new ideas from different perspectives and to use empathy toward the situations and characters in the literature we studied. Ashley, thank you for a wonderful school year and congratulations.
Hello, everyone. It is an honor to be here tonight to give this award for the 10th grade English to Chris Russo. Chris enters the classroom every day with a smile on his face and a positive attitude, a mindset ready to learn, and I do hope you know I look forward to seeing you every day in class. Your academic strengths are many, and I have a letter here to tell you all about them. But in addition to that, I truly think you're a wonderful human being. You are kind, you are generous, you encourage collaboration in the classroom, and those are very special qualities. It is an honor to know you, a privilege to teach you, and I wish you the best.
Dear Lane, I will always remember how I have been continually surprised by how your impressive maturity and depth of thought is uniquely blended with an endearing sense of childlike wonder and excitement. You clearly have a special affinity for the language arts, taking both AP Lang and AP Seminar this year and earning strong A's in both classes. Your sheer excitement over spoken word poet Sarah Kay, the Harry Potter series, and philosophers alike exemplifies the fact that you appreciate a wide range of genres without ever being pretentious. With poignant and accessible articulation, you were never at a loss of words as you expressed your opinions, invited others to elaborate, or respectfully challenged another's way of thinking. With a sense of surety and confidence, you often identify and explore issues of gender inequity and social injustice in a way that is clear, direct, and assertive. You clearly value individuality and appreciate all viewpoints. I'm so proud of you, and I will miss your enthusiasm, the ease with which you perceive the underlying meanings of a text, and your intense, genuine love for the language arts. Mrs. Taylor could not be here tonight, but here's what she had to say about the following award and recipient. The Wellesley Book Award is given annually to a young woman in 11th grade who has demonstrated academic excellence, leadership, and a passion for service. This year's recipient is Emma Getz. Emma leads by example through a quiet humility paired with a fierce determination. She's one of the most positive and enthusiastic students at Wilson. Congratulations.
Good evening. I and Mrs. Gutzler have had the pleasure of being Brendan's 11th grade AP seminar teacher and 12th grade AP research teacher. And it is with great pleasure that we award you the 12th grade Academic Achievement Award in English. You are an exceptional young man who is always up for an academic challenge, whether it be inside or outside of the classroom. Not only are you a hardworking and conscientious student, but you are also a genuinely kind human being who is often the voice for those who are unable or afraid to speak up. Above all, though, I believe you are a writer. You understand the power of the pen, or should I say keyboard, to cultivate change and understanding, as shown in your research this year on media and its ability to create connection among people who see the world differently. I am certain that you are going to continue to do great things with your pen in your future at New York University. I know I speak for all of your teachers, especially Mrs. Gutzler, Mrs. Taylor, and Ms. Roundenbush, when I say having you as a student has been one of my greatest teaching honors. Congratulations, Brendan.
My name is Laura Uckel. I am of the Wilson class of 2006 and the Princeton class of 2010. I appear here on behalf of the Alumni Association of Princeton University to present the Princeton Book Award. The Princeton Book Award is presented to outstanding students in secondary schools who meet the following characteristics: intellectual promise and academic excellence, exemplary service or extracurricular activities, and outstanding personal character. We like to choose a book by a Princeton author. The book this year is called Undocumented. It is by a Princeton alum named Daniel Padilla, and he has graciously signed this book. The recipient of this award is Rachel Owens. I believe that she was not able to be here, so Mr. Damiani has agreed to accept the award on her behalf and see that she gets it. So thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, your English winners. Our next subject is music, and I would like to ask Mr. Dave Cooper to come to the stage along with the following music recipients: Ashley Filer, Megan O'Keefe, Zachary Walter, and Andrew Kosinski.
First of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Bender for bringing in that recording of the national anthem that we listened to this morning. Like 5 hours ago. Organ. Are you kidding me? That wasn't really his recording, it was a joke. Okay, usually here's where I gently poke some fun at some people. The enthusiasm of the English department, the cheap suits sported by the male faculty of the science and math departments, and Mr. Meyer's weak attempts at humor. But this evening, everything was fine, so I have nothing to say. All right, well, on behalf, and by the way, thank you, Mr. Bender, for bringing in that organ recording. That didn't get as much of a laugh as I thought. I guess it was all in the delivery. On behalf of Mrs. Fredericks and Mrs. Kuhn, I'd like to recognize the 9th grade recipient of the Outstanding Music Student of Ashley Filer. Ashley had outstanding service to the choir, section leader, choir officer, accompanist, placed first on alto 1 in junior county chorus. And Mrs. Frederick said she's kind, compassionate, and poised, and a beloved member of the choir, and it was an honor to call you her student. Ashley Filer. As an aside, I grew up with Ashley's father. We were kids together, and Ashley, any pictures he shows you that shows me with Coke bottle glasses and buck teeth have been digitally altered. The 10th grade recipient outstanding music student is Megan O'Keefe. Megan transferred from Muhlenberg last year, and their loss is our gain. She's a valuable member of the choir and all the bands. Plays piano and jazz, Macon County Band on French horn, and also has a fantastic solo voice. And if you've ever heard her sing the national anthem and her starring role in the musical, Megan O'Keefe. She also has good aim. Earlier this year in a rehearsal, when I was giving an inspiring speech and I had their rapt attention, Megan took an eraser and threw it at the back of George Balchunas' head. And George turned around and it hit him square in the forehead and stunned him. It was a true David and Goliath moment. The 11th grade recipient is Mr. Zach Walter. Zach is a fantastic AP Theory student, a valuable member of the orchestra, a soloist in the marching band, lead trumpet and jazz band, and Macon County District and Regional Band. He's a very strong, confident, and musical performer. Mr. Zach Walter. By the way, speaking of cheap suits, it doesn't get cheaper than this suit. This suit is rough. This was like 2 for 1 Hager. I've told my wife, I said, I need to get another suit before I pass on because I'm not going to get buried in this suit. I guarantee you on the ride home, after a respectful silence, someone in that car is going to go, did you see the suit that he had on? And fun. I wasn't quite sure a funeral humor would go over well, but it worked out a little better than I thought. And finally, the senior music student is Mr. Andy Kuzinski. Andy was a top AP Theory student, orchestra, choir, and band, concert marching jazz, county district choir, choir officer, county district and regional band. One of the most remarkable things about Andy is he's never had a private lesson in his life.
He's an outstanding sax player, and he taught himself French horn in order to be, and he's one of the best French horn players in the state. Mr. Andy Kuzansky, what more can you say? Andy, I do have to say, when you're reading that letter, in that letter, there's a typo, and not to mention any names, but Mrs. Fredericks typed that letter, and instead of saying my comments, which would be Mr. Cooper, she typed Mrs. Cooper. And whereas if my wife knew you, she would be fond of you. Those words are mine, not hers.
That's it. Your music winners. At this time, I would now like to ask Mr. Matthew Bender to please come to the stage.
Never follow a performer. Thank you, Mr. Damiani. This evening, I have the pleasure to introduce the Berks Career and Technology Center recipient, the business recipient, the social studies recipients, and the world language recipients. So at this time, I would like to ask Mrs. Karen Holcomb to the stage, along with the following BCTC award recipients: Dylan Billiodou, Cassidy Kreitz, and Amaya Ortiz, who is unable to attend this evening. Apparently, we don't have anyone from BCTC, so I will gladly step in. Unfortunately, I do not have the requirements or the information for the awards, but we do have awards for business management to our 10th grade student, Dylan, and business management for our 12th grade student, Cassidy. Congratulations. Our next subject area is business. Would Mrs. Kathy Folk please come to the stage along with the following business award recipients: Chase Reifsnyder, Jillian Goodrich, Kylie Erb, and Yang Lin.
Good evening. This year's outstanding business students have very similar personalities. They are quiet, polite, and hardworking students. They are also good listeners, self-sufficient, focused, observant, trustworthy, and committed to their goals. These attributes place them in the company of a long list of individuals who have made significant impacts on the world: Stephen Wozniak, Rosa Parks, Bill Gates, Eleanor Roosevelt, Warren Buffett, just to name a few. I believe each of you will leave your mark on the world. As you move forward, I leave you with a few quotes from Susan Cain's book, Quiet. There is zero correlation between being the best talker and having the best ideas. Solitude can be the catalyst to innovation. And finally, spend your free time the way you like, not the way you think you're supposed to. Congratulations to all you.
Thank you, your Business Subject Award recipients. Our next subject is social studies. At this time, I would ask Mr. James Konecki Mr. David Peschler and Mr. Chris Wagner, please come to the stage with the following Social Studies Award recipients: Ashley Filer, Shashank Sidar, Jillian Herzog, and Natalie McKinnon.
The ninth grade Social Studies Award goes to Ashley Filer. A wise man once said that talent is cheaper than table salt. What separates the talented individual from the successful one is a lot of hard work. As a teacher of AP US History students, I see a lot of talent each and every year come through my classroom, but the most successful students are the ones who combine that talent with a strong work ethic. What made you so impressive this year, Ashley, was that you had more talent than any other student in my class. So much so that you really didn't need to put in all the effort that you did. Lots and lots of effort. But you did it anyway. That's just the type of person that you are. You're the personification of dedication and discipline mixed in with a whole lot of table salt.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dave Peschler, and I'm honored to present the 10th grade Social Studies Award to Shashank Sridhar. Shashank was everything a teacher could ask for: hardworking, dedicated, and extremely insightful. It was so refreshing, Shashank, to have you as a student in class, because I always knew that you sought knowledge for knowledge's sake, and it was extremely rewarding to see you truly want to develop a full understanding of the modern world around you. It was an absolute pleasure to have you as a student in class, and you'll be sorely missed next year. Congratulations on all your success.
Good evening. Although my colleagues aren't sticking with the plan, we like to name our awards in the Social Studies Department after what we teach. So the 11th grade award is the Senator's Award, and this year it's going to Jillian Herzog. She's not even old enough to vote, but she has become more involved in the political process than many older Americans with decades more opportunities. She stands by her convictions. She's determined to influence policy for the betterment of others, and we also give books in our department, and one I picked for her was from someone I think that she'll appreciate, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Congratulations, Jillian. Our 12th grade award is called the Presidential Award, Natalie. Over the last 2 years having Natalie in my classroom, I found that we have several things in common. We have a shared Greek heritage, and we have a passion for everything Star Wars. Natalie came to class every day with an upbeat spirit, a very unique fashion statement, a brilliant understanding, and a compassionate willingness to help other students reach success. So as Darth Vader said, the Force is strong with this one. And with that, I chose The World According to Star Wars.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Social Studies Award winners. Mr. Peschler is the youngest of the four. Maybe next year he'll adhere to the haircut rule. At this time, I ask our world language teachers, Mr. Ramon Marquez, Mrs. Tina Clark Gibson, and Mrs. Jamie Pearsall, to please come to the stage along with the following award recipients: Renee Nardi, Brent Booger, Riley Mooney, and Olivia Grzeski.
Bonsoir. It is with pleasure that I am here to award the 9th grade Academic Achievement Award to Renee Nardi. I call her Renard in French because it means fox, but it goes well with her name. But anyway, Renee, you have demonstrated great initiative in learning the French language, and you've done so with such a positive attitude. I love how curious you are when we are learning new information. In addition, you are reliable, you're good-humored, and you are such a wonderful addition to our class. Thank you for being such a charming and engaging young lady. I am proud to be your teacher, and I look forward to your continued success in French. Congratulations.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to present the 10th grade award for world languages. And this year it goes to Brent Booker, or Ignacio, as we like to call him in class. I was going through this letter and just kind of combing through all the adjectives that we put together between Frau Clark Gibson for German 2 and then myself, and I just came in with outstanding, academic, determined, disciplined, focused, willing, considered, attentive, genuinely, genuine, incredible young man. I mean, you just keep going, enthusiastic, dedicated, interested, confident. And the one I really wanted to focus more than anything is his willingness to come in every day with that smile, and you do, and then just work in the target language, work in Spanish. Most teachers say, oh, I look forward to seeing what you can put together the rest of the day. And I really just look forward to having a conversation in English, which we have yet to have. And so it really has been a pleasure, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity to be able to teach you.
I get to award the 11th grade Academic Achievement Award to Riley Mooney, Theo Lune, on behalf of myself and Senor Marquez. And Riley, it is great pleasure I'm able to present you with this award. It has been delightful watching you grow as a language student. You bring so much energy, enthusiasm, and most of all, commitment to our classes. I can see that your classmates look to you for help when they are struggling, which is a sure sign of their confidence in you. I love your positive attitude and how adaptable you are when you are learning something new. We have many fun times in class when French, English, Spanish comes out. So it's usually interesting and mostly hilarious. So congratulations on this honor, and I look forward to being your teacher next year. Congratulations. So I also get to present the 12th grade award to Olivia Grajewski for Chinese and for French. And the King Charlemagne, he once said, to have another language is to possess a second soul. And for Olivia, I think this means that you have 3 souls. Recently, Olivia came back from studying abroad in China, and I admire how brave you are. I know how scared I was when I went to France as a junior in college, long time ago. Anyway, you are receiving this award because you have always been an active participant in class. You strive to communicate to the best of your abilities, and you are enthusiastic and motivated to learn. And a pleasure for me to be your teacher after 4 years, so congratulations.
And a round of applause for the World Language Subject Award recipients. Our final awards for this evening will honor those students who have excelled in one of our academies. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Ryan Dennis, Mr. David Dunkelberger, Mr. Charlie Travato, Mr. Joe Melograno, Mrs. Elizabeth McKeemy, Mrs. Donna Orchowski to the stage, along with the following students: Akanksha Busari, Alexandra Cook, Jennifer Wallace, and Serena Scaff.
It's my pleasure to present Jen Wallace with the Global Academy Award. Jen, her name in Spanish is Dora. She's definitely Dora the Explorer. She also was an exchange student in China for 2 months and greatly enriched my classes as she sent me her homework emails in Spanish with pictures, and we were able to ask her questions about her life in China. It greatly enriched. She's a wonderful student, an outstanding student. And just a quote from her last email that she sent us, which was in English, that's okay though. If you ever get the chance to study abroad, do it. I've slowly started to realize how much the world has to offer. is pretty amazing to think about. Thanks for being my student, Dorita.
The goal of the STEM Academy is to educate students in 4 specific disciplines: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This is most effectively accomplished through an integrated and applied approach where the connections between content areas are made relevant. It is my pleasure to recognize the 2017 STEM Student of the Year, Akanksha Busari. There's more. Nobody is born a warrior in the same way that nobody is born average. We make ourselves into one or the other. Akanksha's relentless pursuit of success has made her into the most powerful student I have ever known. Her combination of intelligence and character is extremely rare and inspiring, and her true greatness lies in being able to elevate the work of those around her. Akanksha has served as a tireless student advocate and leader for Wilson's STEM Academy and the Technology Student Association. She has the moral integrity and courage to stand for what she believes and is not afraid of a fight. Akanksha has become a role model for most of her peers and serves as the exemplar for what younger students should strive to be. I would like to share with you an excerpt from Akanksha's Governor's School application. This passage was written at the beginning of her 11th grade year, reflecting on accomplishments she had earned at the TSA State Conference as a sophomore. My proudest achievement had given me so much more than a trophy. It turned 3 of my acquaintances into some of my best friends and gave me everlasting, meaningful memories from the tons of hours spent together. Most of all, it gave a confused sophomore student the confidence and drive needed to pursue a subject for which she had a true passion. It taught me that an achievement to be truly proud of isn't one that is temporary, with materialistic rewards. It is one which leaves a lasting impact, one that gives me pride in the work I do, not in the benefits I receive. I hope Akanksha knows that on many occasions, she and those 3 acquaintances served as the inspiration for my own personal motivation and determination to continually improve an environment that changes the lives of many Wilson students. Because of what she has helped to create, her impact will echo for years to come. Akanksha will be pursuing a degree in bioengineering in the Schreier's Honors College at Penn State this coming fall. Please help me recognize the 2017 STEM Student of the Year, Akanksha Busari.
The following student has been an integral part of the success of iSTEM at Wilson High School this year. Serena Scaff has exceeded all of her teachers' expectations by consistently applying the principles of engineering, mathematics, and physics to solve real-world problems. She's been a model student in this community and strives to bring others to her level. Her ability to take understanding to practice will continue to support her educational endeavors and world pursuits in high school, college, and beyond. Congratulations on being selected as the iSTEM Student of the Year, Serena.
It is my privilege to award Lexi Cuck the Visual and Performing Arts Academy winner this year. She is a true Renaissance woman. She does tap dance, she plays in marching band and concert band, I think, and she does ceramics. She is a gorgeous painter and is just so multi-talented. She actually has a really smart brain too, and to top everything off, she's a lovely person, very intuitive, and communicates amazing things throughout her multi-talented self. I'm in awe of her, and it's a privilege to know her, and I'm going to miss her next year.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Academy Award winners. At this time, it's my privilege to invite our Director of Curriculum, Dr. Amy Flannery, to the stage for some closing remarks.
Just a vast array of talent this evening to see from our students. I think 86, 87 total award winners. We had 20 special awards and 13 departments represented, and I loved every minute of it. To hear the love our teachers have for our students, to see your talents is great. As in a personal side, to the ladies, I love the shoes. It's like my personal fashion show every year, and you were stunning and wonderful as usual. So with that being said, thank you all for coming, and have a wonderful evening.